Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing braid basics. So we are going to go over just a regular braid, we're going to do a fishtail braid, a French braid, and a Dutch braid, and the difference between those two. So I will be demonstrating on myself so that you can learn how to do it yourself. And I just have a mirror in front of me, and a mirror is really all you need with some ponytails and combs, and I can show you different styles on what to do and how to make a braid look more full. So if you want to learn how to braid on yourself and how to do different variations of braids, just keep on watching. So I am just going to go over the basic braid. And so I am going to be looking in my mirror right here, and I'm just going to take a piece of my hair. So you can have messy sections, or you can have a comb and really make sure your parts are straight. It's up to you what you want to do. So a lot of times when I'm getting ready in the morning, I do just want to do a basic braid and pull it back. So the basics of a braid is you always work with 3 strands, and then when you go to more complicated braids, you still have those 3 strands, but you're adding more layers into it. So we want to start off with 3 sections. So you can equal out the sections, you can have a couple bigger than the others, it's up to you. So we have our 3 sections, and we're going to take turns with these sections. So the first one, you can either start on the left or you can start on the right. It's just up to you what way you want to start. I always kind of start on my right. So you take the right strand and you go over the middle strand. So now it's the middle strand. And then you take the left and you go over that middle strand. So you're always going over that middle strand. And then you can pull tight, and then you take the right strand into the middle, the left strand into the middle, and just like that. You just keep putting it into the middle. And you can angle your hair back like this if you do want to pull it back so you don't get the bump right there, or you can just have it go straight down, because it does matter on the angle that you braid on how it will look up here. So if I just want to keep braiding, and then you can do a simple hair look, you can pull it back like this and do a strand over here to meet in the middle, or you can just pull it back like this. Or you can just let it stay too. A lot of times when my bangs are growing out, I like doing braids so that they don't get in my face. So for the next braid, we are going to go into the fishtail braid. And that is a variation of just the regular braid too. And I'll show you how to do it. So we're going to take that same strand that we used earlier. We're going to have those 3 sections, like the regular braid. And we're going to start out like a regular braid. So we want to take the right section over into the middle, and then the left section too. And then we're going to do the right side again. This is where we'll start doing something different. So we're going to take this left strand, we're going to split it in half. So only half is going to go into the middle, and the other half is going to converge with the middle layer, if that makes sense. I'll show you how. So we're going to split the hair. We're going to take the outer strand that we split and put that in the middle. And this one that's still there is going to be combined with that left side that was just pushed there. And then we're going to do that with the right side. So we're going to split that right strand into 2. We're only going to take half into the middle. So we're going to twist and take one part, and then this other part is being combined with now what is the right side. So we're just going to keep doing that. So we're splitting and pulling one of that halves in, and the other half is being combined to the left side. So we just keep doing that. So we split, pull over, combined. Split, pull that one half over, and the other half is being combined. So there's always one half that is staying on the side, and the other half is going to the middle. So this braid is a more elegant braid than the regular one. The regular one is nice, but this one is more, it looks more complex, like a fishtail, that's why they call it that. So I'll show you what we can do to make it look more full in just a second. So from far away, it kind of looks just like a normal braid. But if we were to put in a ponytail, and if we take the ends like this and expand them, like you have a deck of cards, So you're pulling towards the outside like this. So you do that on these strands. This is how you make a braid look more full. So you just keep pulling and spreading. So now you can see that it looks different than a regular braid. And to make it look even more different, instead of splitting those strands in half, you can do like a fourth and take little strands into the middle, and that will make it look more intricate. So if it bunches up at the end like this, all you have to do is really expand the other sections. And with this, you can also keep continuing down the strand and do that middle section. Or you can start from over here and braid it this way. So if I did it at a different angle and went this way with my bangs, then I could have a fishtail going this way. So it's all about the angle of where you're braiding, of where you want to place it. Okay, so the next braid is the French braid. So this one gets a little bit more complicated, but once you kind of get the gist of it, it becomes pretty easy. I know a big trend is to braid your bangs, and I will show you how. So a lot of times I like to take hair from over here and pull it over. Or, since I part on this side, I like to take my bangs and pull them to this side so that I have a little bit more volume right here to make the braid bigger. Okay, so today I am going to keep it on this side. I like to keep my braids really messy, but if you like a really clean braid, then all you have to do is section your parts. So we're going to do our bangs. So if you want, you can bring some more hair over on this side. And if you want a really clean one, you just have to section off the hair that you want to use. So I just go straight down and I pull this hair back so it doesn't get in the way, so that I'm just working with this section of hair. So you can do that. It makes things a lot easier to do that, and then once you get the hang of it, then you can go for the messy braids. And we want to start off with those three sections like a normal braid. So we're going to start clear up at the top like this. We're going to have our 3 strands, and then we're going to start braiding like normal. So we're going to go the right side, left side, and then the right side again, but we're going to stop. And instead of keep going as a normal braid, we're going to add hair to that right side that we just put in the middle. So we're going to take this piece of hair over here, and we're going to add that to the middle braid, or to the middle strand. So we still have those 3 strands, and then we're going to go with the left side into the middle, and we're going to add hair into that part now. So we'll take that into the middle. So we're adding hair to each strand as we're putting it in the middle. So we'll go back to that right side again, bring it to the middle, and add a piece of hair over. Take that, bring this left strand over, and add a piece to it also. So we're making the braid bigger and more full by adding this hair into it. So then the right side, bring that over. And to make it a little bit messier, you don't have to have that clean part. You can just take hair from wherever you want. So I'm just going to take hair from over here and bring that to the middle. So it's all about bringing that hair to the middle strand. So I'm going to go over to the left, bring some hair right here, it doesn't matter where, and just keep doing that all the way down. And if you don't want to keep going to add hair into the middle, just start doing a regular braid. So bring that left over, and I don't want to put this hair in, I just want a normal braid now. So I just go right, left, right, left. And see, it looks like it's still hooked right here, but this is just a normal braid. So whenever you want to stop that French braid, just stop adding hair to it. So you could even start doing a fishtail braid right now if you want to do the French and then fishtail, or you could do just a regular braid too. And so then you can just keep braiding like that. And that's how you get the French braid in your bangs. You just keep adding hair to it. So now we are going to go into the Dutch braid, which is exactly like the French braid except for opposite, and I'll show you how. So this one is the one that is the most popular nowadays. You see it a lot on Pinterest. It just looks really full, really pretty, really just awesome, and a lot of people do it for their weddings. So we're gonna start out the same with those three strands, and we're gonna start out as a regular braid again. So, but instead of going above that middle strand, we're going to go below. And that's what makes the braid sit on top of your head. So we're going to take that right side and we're going to go below that middle strand. And then we're going to take the left and go below that middle strand. And then, but this time when we go below, we're going to add hair to it. So we're going to go below and add hair to that middle strand. So it's going to go below that other strand too. So it's in the middle, so we're going to take our left, go below the middle strand, and then bring that hair below also, that extra hair. So right side below, take that extra hair over here, and take that below also. Left, that, and take it below. So as you can see, it's not inside my hair, if that makes sense. It's a braid that is on top of the hair, and that's what makes it Dutch. So take that hair still and bring that extra hair and underneath and grab it with those two fingers and pull tight. And you just keep doing this until you don't want to go any further. So you can go around your whole head, you can stop right here, but all you do, it's exactly like the French braid with adding hair, except for you go underneath that middle strand. So let's say we want to stop right here. So we're just going to finish out a regular braid. We're going to keep going underneath that middle strand. As you can see, it's getting pretty messy because hair is coming with it, but you know, that's the look, I guess, nowadays. So I am going to keep braiding all the way down, and then I'm going to take a ponytail, and I'll show you how people get it fuller. It's just like that fishtail where you just expand the strands. So instead of starting at the bottom, we're going to start at the top. So I'm going to hold the strand that is towards my forehead and just pull at the top. And we're going to do the card motion again, where you basically have the deck of cards and you're going like this. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to keep going with those top strands while holding the bottom one right here. So we're going to keep pulling. So if you do maybe 3 strands and then start pulling from the bottom. So we're going to pull and expand. And a lot of times I just kind of pull first and then expand later. And sometimes, if you want, you can just take both strands at the same time. Whatever works for you. So as you can see, it's getting bigger, it's getting more full. You can put more product in your hair to make it really more full. And you just start expanding like that. So now it looks like a big, thick braid. And go to the bottom, and then you go back up. And there, that's your Dutch braid. And you can bring that to the middle. This is my favorite one that I always do. I always just go back to the Dutch braid, and sometimes I do the fishtail, but most of the time I'm doing this Dutch braid when you see a braid in my hair. So you can bring it back, you can do one over here. Sometimes if you do like a cute little braid over here, just to give it more variety, just like a regular braid like this. And if you do that and bring them to the middle, it's cute. Just adding a variation of different braids to your hair just adds more character and more texture. So I hope that all made sense. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and I can answer them for you. If you want me to do another little tutorial, you can follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, and I can do little videos for there if you're still kind of not getting it. But I hope that was pretty simple, pretty clear to help you get started on learning how to braid. Once you kind of get the simple 3-strand braid, then you're really able to complicate it more and add more strands or just do different things. So those are the 4 most common braids. It's just the regular braid, the fishtail braid, the French braid, and the Dutch braid. So those are the most common nowadays, but there are a lot more complicated braids out there. But if you just have a couple minutes in the morning while getting ready, one of these braids just adds a little bit more character to your hair that day. So again, if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Make sure to subscribe if you want to get notifications of when I post videos next. And thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I can see what you did.